Hello, Push Group! Okay, so here I am, Shelly Rodriguez, with a bonus video for y'all. So, one thing that I absolutely adore about our Beachbody community is the fact that we share so openly. And that goes for not only sharing to say, hey, join my challenge group, or hey, I have this coach business opportunity webinar coming up, or are you interested in the coaching opportunity, that type of thing, but literally sharing amongst each other and helping each other grow our businesses by way of saying, look what I've done. This worked for me, this didn't work for me. Have you tried this? This is a great shortcut. This is a great tip. So I think when it boils down to it, that's what makes this world go round. I mean, we really are all about helping each other. We're not holderbackers, right? As Mickey would say, we never hold people back. We only lift them up and encourage them to be more, do more, be more awesome, grow an awesome business. So that's what I'm here to do. I hope with this bonus video. As I sat back and thought, I thought, okay, we have all this great topics that we're going over. And I tried to reflect and see and think to myself, what is it that I love to hear from fellow coaches? I like the nitty gritty. Like, I want to know exactly what it is they're doing and what is consistently working for them. So for me, I have taken some things that I've gotten from some top elite coaches, and I have taken them and made them work for me and turned it into my own thing, and taken some of their strategies and really molded them to be something that I could utilize in my business. So that's what I hope to do with this video. One thing that we need to do as coaches is seek out information. And we have great uplines. Like, a lot of us have and are connected with and are surrounded with amazing uplines, as well as amazing downlines. I learned a ton from my downline too, but it's our responsibility at the end of the day to plug in. Like, the tools are out there. All you have to do is go search for them, and they're right there. And a lot of times you don't even got to search because we're sharing them. So that's the epic greatness of what Beachbody is all about. So I urge all of you to do some due diligence, right? And look around and plug in and use podcasts and use YouTube and use PD and use all of those great tools that we use to put in our little arsenal to help us achieve greatness in our business and help us help others achieve greatness in their business. That's the one thing that I really can't stress enough, is that you can't just sit back and expect these things to fall in your lap. We've been lucky that a lot of them have, but a lot of the stuff that I learn, it doesn't necessarily always come from my upline. You know what's funny about that is you could hear something over and over and over again from your direct coach or your network of coaches, and it doesn't really resonate with you. But you could hear somebody outside of your little comfort zone, outside of your little family and group, and they say it one time and it's like, eureka, they have the answer to all things Beachbody. So sometimes it's just a matter of who we hear it from and when we're ready to receive the message. The message will always be there, but are you receiving the message? So that leads me into and I believe this is going to be one of our topics if it hasn't already. I believe it already has been. I'll have to look back. I haven't, don't have it fresh in my mind. We're covering a lot of information, right? Something daily that's going to really help us. But it kind of goes hand in hand with the law of three in a sense. And it's almost like the law of three when you are making your social media work for you. That is one thing that has aided me greatly in growing a successful Beachbody business. I make my social media do the work for me, so I'm not working near as hard as I would have to if I didn't stay consistent. There goes that word, consistent. What does that word mean? Break it down. Is, do we use I feel like there's a lot of words that get used in our business so often that it almost loses power. It almost is like the term is so loosely used that it loses its meaning. So we really got to think about that, stop and break it down. It's almost like using the word love. Like, I love you, I love you, I love you. You say it so much, but when you stop and really think about the beauty of the word, it's so powerful and it's so meaning. So that's how I feel about the word consistent. So are you being consistent with your behaviors and with your social media? In a sense to where you could walk away from your business for 2 days and 3 days and not post a thing, and somebody could go click on your social media and it tells a story. So, and there is an art to crafting your story. It is not just repeated, say, fitness posts or repeated food posts or repeated family posts, because, you know, it's a fine blend of all those things. So you really have to think about that when you are using social media. What story are you telling? Is your story worth tuning into? You know, they always say it's like a little mini reality TV show, and I love me some reality TV shows. Will I tune into yours? Is yours something that's really worth watching? Is it engaging? Is it, do I want to see what happens next? Do I want to see what that person's posting? Are you the person that I'm going to search your name to directly go to your page and see what's going on? That's what you should be striving for, is having such an amazing social media and such an amazing energy around who you are as a person, because it's like your walking billboard that people are going to tune in, and that's really what we're trying to get at here. So I want you to view your social media, and I break this down from another top coach that I took this information from. Oh, you guys, I might have to do this video with a toddler interrupting because I see her coming. I'm just going to hold her. We're all family here, right? Don't mess with my messy little child here. Okay, so, whoa, I dropped her. Don't worry, I don't call CPS, I have it all under control. So I want you to view crafting your social media as an art, right? And find that engaging balance to where it's going to be beneficial to you. So here's how I kind of break it down, and I break it down into, like, I view it as a concept plan. And you could get your pen and paper and write this down. So in your concept plan, you want to view your types of posts that you're posting as 3 different types of post. You have number 1, your strictly adding value post, and we'll delve into what strictly adding value posts mean. Don't do that, baby. And then number 2 would be you're sharing your story posts, okay? And we'll delve into that. And then number 3 would be, of course, your call to action posts. And you can't have too much of one or too much of the other. You have to have a fine balance between those things. So you're strictly adding value posts. What are those? So that's going to be sharing recipes, solving problems, something, you know, like sharing perhaps like that aha moment that you had when you're reading your PD, that type of thing. And the way that, you know, we've been told to kind of view the strictly adding value post is as a net, if you will. So you're putting your net out there and you're catching new, these are the types of posts that are going to get you attention, get you shares on those types of posts, get you new followers, new people to tune in, if you will. And that's really the goal of those type of strictly adding value posts. So you get the idea, right? I hope you get the idea of that. This is very distracting. I apologize. I got to get through it, though. I got to get through it and just get it done. The next type of post would be the share your story post. This is extremely important because there's ways to share your story to where you relate to those that you're sharing with. So it's almost like you've gained new friends because you've been strictly adding value, and people are now watching you. Their eyes are perked up. They want to see what you're doing. Now you need to share your story in order to have a connection. You need to have a bond. You have new friends. Now why are they here, right? They want to relate to you and they want to see more of your story, and specifically what your lifestyle is. How has Beachbody changed your life? Sharing it in a sense that it's not like, hey, this has made my life miraculous, would you please love to join my challenge group? No, share it in a way that you don't have to be so direct. You don't have to be so, you save that for your call to action post. So we have a common theme here. You're putting out your net, you're adding value, you have people's attention. Now you have people's attention, it's time to form a bond. It's time to form trust and a relationship in the forming process, if you will. And the third type of post is your call to action post. So in your call to action post, that is the FYI, we're doing a coach webinar tonight, you should totally tune in, or, maybe you don't say it in those terms, but, or my challenge group starts on November 23rd and I'd love for you to join me. So those are the 3 different ways that you could come up with a concept plan and make sure that you kind of sprinkle a little bit of it in so as that you're not ending up with a Facebook page that's like they say the family scrapbook, or it's all children, children, children posts, or it's not like almost like a salesperson, that it's all call to action posts. Join my group, join my this, sell this, do that. It's really an art and a craft. So really, if you take a step back and you analyze your page, you want it to work for you in a way that you don't have to work as hard, because it does all the work for you. So it's very nice when you get those messages from people that have said, oh, I seen this and I'd love to join you. And you didn't necessarily have to post it right then. It happened, days ago. But because you're consistent, and because you've found this fine balance between the types and the content of the information that you're putting out there, it's going to work for you. So that's kind of a way to view it. And I took that from a wonderful coach that did a team call for us, and I've been implementing it, and it's really helped me. The other thing that I'm not real good yet at implementing, but it might speak to you guys, and they did just go over this, Melanie Mitro went over it at the New Leader Conference, was, we talked about having that image. Who is that next coach? Who is the person that you want in your challenge group, or that you want on your team as a coach, and have that person literally spelled out. What's their occupation? Do they have children? Are they a stay-at-home mom? Do they work? Are they a hustler? Are they a male? Are they a female? What is their emotional state of mind? Are they a little bit overweight? Have they always struggled with their weight? Those types of just attributes and qualities of a human being that you would want on your team, that you would want to attract. And then when you type your posts, you literally type like you're typing to that person. Now this is very difficult for me, because I feel like everybody is my niche market, and I try to appeal to the masses. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. For me, it seems to be doing okay. I have anywhere from 18, 19-year-olds in my group to people that are 59 years old. So in a sense, it's working. Now, is the 59-year-old necessarily going to be my next guru on social media and my rock star coach? Maybe not, but you know what? I'm helping that person. So that's cool for me, and I feel good about that. So the next thing that I've really fine-tuned and honed in on is increasing your edge rank, your interactions on Beachbody, on Facebook, however, are ranked, if you will, and it's referred to as your edge rank, and this is also referred to as Facebook algorithm. So you want to use that algorithm to your benefit. That's another way you can make your social media work for you. And these are all things that you could go out, seek out, Google, check it out, read up on, and fine-tune it. Maybe if you guys learn something awesome, you could bring it to us and share it, because I'd love to learn more. But using Beachbody, or I keep saying Beachbody, I just got done making a welcome video for my group, so I'm all about Beachbody right now. I'm like, Team Beachbody, and go to your Beachbody webpage, and da-da-da-da. So the word is just hot on my mind right now. So, but with that said, you can literally utilize this edge rank, or algorithm, if you will, to your benefit. And that goes by way of forming. We always say, make sure that you are paying attention to those that you want to pay attention to you. So rule of thumb is, if you have your niche market, or your target, it sounds like so scary, right? It's almost like we're stalkers. Your target, your next victim picked out, just somebody that you see on Facebook that you're like, dude, that person would make a phenomenal coach, or that person really wants to lose weight and I'd love to offer it to them, but we're not at that point where we built that bond and we have that relationship to go right for an invite. You're still in the beginning stages. That's when you want to interact most. We always say, go out there and form. Like, the whole world doesn't revolve around us, and not everybody's looking at our page and what we're doing, so we have to make that happen. And in order to make that happen, we need to be sure that we're vigilant on forming with the proper people that we kind of say, hey, I think they could use this. I think they could use this at either financially or physically or mentally, spiritually, all of the above, because we know that Team Beachbody kind of encompasses all those things. It's not just health and fitness, and I can't stress that enough. So with that said, make sure that you are seeing that person's posts. And if you are not seeing that person's posts, they are not seeing your posts. And in order to get them to see your posts or increase your edge rank, you need to interact. So in order to do that, you have to go like their photos. You have to go comment on their photos, their pictures, their comments. Interact with them every single day. Let your presence be felt. And this happens for messages too. Whenever you inbox message somebody, that ups your edge rank with that particular person or that particular audience. So you really want to use Beachbody algorithm to your benefit by way of doing these things, by way of interacting with these people. The minute you do that, you're going to see something happen. All of a sudden, that person's stuff is going to be all in your newsfeed. And if that person's stuff is in your newsfeed, your stuff is in their newsfeed. So when I say message them, you don't necessarily have to message them about Team Beachbody or joining the challenge group or joining the coach opportunity. It could literally be as simple as, oh my gosh, I just seen those shoes you posted on Facebook. Those are phenomenal. Where'd you get those? Something to that effect. Or, hey, I was just thinking about you. I seen your name pop by my newsfeed and I haven't said hey in a while, so I just want to say what up, how you doing? Something as that simple is a way to really start forming a bond. And if you're being consistent with your 3 different concept posts, then your Facebook is going to work for you. It really is, because now that you have interacted and they're seeing your posts, more than likely they're going to click on and say, hey, what's Shelly doing? What is all this stuff? Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, she just did her first Fit Club. How phenomenal. Look at all these different people. So those are tips. I hope I'm not missing anything, but those are tips and tricks that work for me, and definitely utilizing our social media to work in our favor. So that's all I think I have. Just stay consistent, stay positive, be smart about the content you're putting out there, and seek out new information. Don't wait for it to come to you. They always say, don't wait for the moment to be perfect. Take the moment and make it perfect. That's it. Like, if you want something bad enough, you're going to go out and you're going to find it. And you're going to make it happen. And if you're really good at what you're doing, you're going to bring it back and share it with people that could benefit from it, and that you're going to help, and you're going to help your team grow. So happy pushing. I know we have some new diamonds on the horizon. I know people are pushing for that big bank. Woo, I can't wait. So I'm just proud of you all, and I hope these tips help you. And if you need anything, feel free to comment below, and I will be glad to add in whatever input I have. Toodaloos, kiddos.